Hi, my name is Kendall Johns, and today I will be presenting you a slideshow on why it is imperative to increase Horry Georgetown Technical College's quantity of online courses and degrees offered. As a graduating senior, I have both taken traditional style and online classes at Tech, and after a few semesters, one begins to realize the adversities of trying to find the right classes to be available. Around registration time, my advisors begin to know me quite well because I am almost constantly pestering them to email a professor or quote-unquote work their magic to get me into the best suited online classes to graduate on time. Through extensive primary and secondary research, my group and I have gathered statistics, professional and scholarly feedback, and integral data that will further support the expansion of online education. With that being said, let's get started. The importance of online education is growing consistently, and I don't even think we've hit the bulk of it yet. It financially benefits not only the students, but also the institutions, because more people will want to learn from that school, aka more owner's equity, because it's cheaper and more convenient to them. Students are now close to taking 2 classes per semester instead of 1, and that was a study done 2 years ago, meaning it may have increased by now. People with busy lifestyles are able to consider obtaining a degree because online courses give them that accessibility. Online education allows a school to be available to anyone in the United States, in return expanding a school's potential to gain capital from people of all types of cultures and backgrounds. Online students even show test scores averaging in the 59th percentile, 5 percentiles higher than those in traditional courses. People of all ages in today's society are now taking on more independent roles, and unfortunately at a younger age too. With the economy how it is, adolescents and young adults begin taking responsibilities of household roles, such as providing through a source of income, therefore placing education lower on the totem pole. Online courses give them the opportunity to get a degree while continuing providing. Students who re-enter post-secondary education to further their degree is another large population to consider when providing online courses. Generally, older people with set careers, families, and lifestyles can continue their education by the access of computers. For instance, a mother in her 30s with 2 kids, a man in his 40s wanting to finally finish out his master's degree, or just a 20-year-old who works multiple jobs and doesn't have time to sit in a class every day. They can all obtain a degree because classes online are easily able to conform around people's personal agendas. They can learn at their own pace instead of following a set schedule to go over one topic on Monday and then something completely new on a Wednesday. According to Marian Sloik in her article Success Rates of Online versus Offline Colleges, traditional classes often cost at least $50,000 more than courses online when factoring in transportation, book costs, tuition, meal plans, etc. Also, the opportunity cost of what one would be doing instead, such as making money by working, would be eliminated because there would be no necessity of setting a time to drive to and from classes every day. Out of 80 students asked, 65 of them participated in our 13-question survey consisting of like and open-ended questions. Questions varied in selections to increase and or improve online classes, accessibility preferences, and overall satisfaction rates. Improvements varied from more degree availability and options to more personalized issues like taking time for completing assignments. Over 60% strongly agreed that the more interactive teachers are with their students, the more successful outcomes are. Also, 86% of students reported neutral and above on how satisfying HGTC's online classes are. This graph on the right represents how many classes students have taken in a single semester at HGTC. You see that 28 out of 65 have reported to take 1 online class a semester, with the second highest at 16 students taking a total of 2 online classes a semester. Given that this was strictly on-campus distributed essay, responses could have varied since students taking an online course wouldn't typically be found on school grounds. Also, with 51% of students agreeing that they have attempted to take an online class and that was either not provided or the seats were full, that may explain why students mostly took 1 online class per semester, because that was the most students were able to get into. Overall, though, the results on average favored online classes and agreed that more could be offered to accommodate the rising partiality. An HGTC expert, Mr. Hubbard, volunteered to contribute to our study on how faculty feels about online education. A series of 5 open-ended questions were presented regarding the financial and chronological aspects of online education if continuing plus expanding was economically viable. Mr. Hubbard's response further exemplifies the endless demand for online schooling due to the abundance of online resources and workshops that specialize in subjects. With the help of online discussion forums and third-party education sites such as Yuzu, Connect, MyMathLab, etc., the expert states that teachers also enjoy the freedom that online allows and that they can reach to a lot more students. As I begin to conclude, I would lastly like to go over the cumulative results about further online education. Only progressing with advancing technology and by remaining accessible, more than 40% of students who attend college do so via online classes. These technological advancements will drive costs to the student and institution down while also appealing to a larger audience, aka customer base. A large audience may also be due to the increasing value in a college degree. Figure 2 shows that a graduate of a 4-year college by ratio can almost double the income of people with some college experience. With that being said, people are returning to college through the more convenient route, being through online education. As stated before, students are actually at a higher percentile passing online classes than traditional. That is, though, usually dependent upon personality and study habits. Though regardless of a person's disposition to succeed, agreed was the most shared answer in the student questionnaire regarding our recommendation of increasing online course availability. Both faculty and students agree with our recommendation that online class availability and quantity should be increased. This form of education is a key way of expanding the institution on a clientele and faculty base and helping students of all backgrounds and lifestyles come together with their teachers through a technological hub to get the kind of degree he or she desires. Even from a business perspective, adding more online classes would increase the school's overall value of academic assets. I would like to end by reflecting upon a quote by Tom Snyder, president of Ivy Tech Community College, that would surely leave you with something to think about. Online learning has potential to revolutionize higher education. Through students learning at their own pace and eliminating problems simple and complex, such as finding a place to park, to the accumulative fuel costs. Regardless, colleges cannot build enough facilities to accommodate those needing college credits. Therefore, online classes are indeed a necessity. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to our recommendation of increasing HTTC's online class availability. And have a great day!